Hello everyone! Today we're going to be jumping back into another Lord of the Rings deck in Historic Brawl featuring Tom Bombadil, the Saga man himself. Now the goal of this deck is very straightforward. We want to play out as many sagas as we can, hopefully give Tom that hexproof and indestructible, and then whenever we finish up the last chapter of a saga, we're going to have a cascade for sagas kind of effect off of Tom, letting us get new sagas from our library onto the battlefield, but that could only happen once each turn. So just to quickly go through some of the things that we have a whole bunch of sagas. We've got a whole bunch of cards that are going to let us proliferate as well. Things like Thirsting Roots, Staff of Completion, Contentious Plan, and Experimental Augury. Really trying to push ahead all of our sagas. We do have Idyllic Tutor to find exactly the saga we need at the right time. And then we've got a bunch of other ramp options. We've got all of our Signets in the normal suite of cards, as well as a complicated mana base capable of supporting our 5-colored deck. That being said, what would a Lord of the Rings deck be without the One Ring? This is going to give us some additional card draw and let us find more of our sagas so we can get them out onto the battlefield and getting us some value. Now, if you guys have been enjoying my content so far, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button and let me know. Let's go ahead and see how this does. Alright, here we go. This looks like a good starting hand to me. I'm going to go ahead and keep. Nothing before turn 3, but we do have good mana. Let's go ahead and play our Shockland tapped first. Going to do the same thing with Temple Garden next turn. Our opponent is ramping. Alright. Now next turn we have to pick between Enchantress's Presence and the Fable. Let's see what we should do here. We can also exile the Raptor. No, I think we're gonna go for Presence. This is gonna give us more value. Alright. So now we're going to go ahead and play out Binding here. Draw a card. We find another land. Just destroy the Raptor. It seems like our opponent has a slow hand as well. Let's see, what do we have? Blue, green, black, white, red. Yep. We will be able to cast Tom Bombadil. Alright, let's grab a Breeding Pool. Have that enter tap. Cast Tom. We'll see if our opponent's able to remove it. Seems like they have some sort of interaction. It's going to be good to have him on the battlefield before Binding flips, just so he can get that Enchantment Cascade. Oh, well, that's fine. At least we still have Tom. C. Okay, tap land on green. Oh, that's fine. Looks like we've lost Tom. Back in the command zone. Let's play out Sithis. Draw a card. Let's go for Fable. Drawing a whole bunch of cards. We're going to end the turn here. Discard our Pathway. Okay, Trample Hexproof. That's pretty good. On to my turn. Let's see. I think we're going to go ahead and discard Elder Dragon War and the Battle for Frost, since those are board wipe style cards for us. Let's just replay Tom here. And then play out a white land so we can hold up swords. No attacks, end the turn. Okay. Some big ramp for our opponent. See if they swing. They do. No blocks. We want to keep Tom alive for the Fable flip, so we can get a new saga. Alright. Okay, and here we are facing off against Sauron. This looks like a perfect starting hand. We're going to go ahead and keep this. Sanctum Weaver is a great card. Arcane Signet, also great to have in our hand. We're going to start with our Shockland tapped. Make our way up towards our untapped lands next. Alright, now let's see. What do we want to do here? I think we are going to go the Signet route first. End the turn. Now, next turn we've got a couple of different options. I do like drawing the Elder here. Let's go ahead and play out the Ridge. Play out the Elder. And honestly, I think we're just gonna search for our blue basic here. I think with that, we're gonna be in a much better spot. Yeah, no blocks. Alright. Those are some fun cards to steal. Alright. Well, there goes our Arcane Signet for now. Let's go ahead and play out Blood Crypt. We can have it enter tapped. Let's play a Sanctum Weaver as well. Then no attacks. These are going to get tapped down. We will eventually get our Arcane Signet back. Fortunately for us, our opponent doesn't seem to have any other access to black mana than their Arcane Signet, which is ours. They do have that now. Let's see, what else did they get? Envelope. Not too bad. You can just draw a card, that seems fine. Alright, let's go ahead and play out Tom. I'm gonna draw 2 more cards. We have our Arcane Signet back. Next turn's gonna be pretty good for us. We can find a Calyx with this. Start getting ready to copy our sagas. Play out our long list as well. Start accumulating those lore counters. Alright, we're gonna discard... I do like the extra card potential here. Honestly, I think we're gonna... No, because we want Calyx. I think we're just gonna discard the land here. Keep everything in our hand. Yeah. Our opponent can draw, because they'll have to discard. Don't have any issues with that. Alright. Let's start here. Now we have 2 choices. I think Sithis or Calyx. We also have Satsuki, but I think we're going to go for Sithis. I think Sithis is going to be better for us. Play that out this turn. Alright. Play our Showdown. Draw a card. Gain some cards. Alright, looks good. We're not going to be able to cast the Kami War just yet. We don't have access to green here, so let's play this out on red. Get our land. Tap for green. Alright. Draw another card. Looking good. Make a Berserker. Long list. Let's pick human first. And Tom now has Hexproof and Indestructible. We're in a really good spot now. Alright, Sithis has been destroyed, but that's fine. We'll be able to grab Calyx next. It'll be Calyx and Weaver is going to be really strong for us. We also have Setessan Champion, who is basically going to do the same thing Sithis does, except it's going to get bigger each time as well. Kami War should take care of Nicol Bolas for us. Alright, looks good. Our opponent can keep on drawing. Okay, start with a +1/+1 counter. Let's see. Let's put our counter on Tom, and we're gonna grab Calyx. Let's see. What do we need here? We have human. We can pick Druid as well. It'll be both. Okay. Let's go ahead and play out the champion. Get the counter. Let's play this land on white. Let's go Kami War. +1/+1 counter on Tom. Okay. We're gonna copy this trigger. Exile 2 non-land permanents. No creatures for our opponents. This is gonna make blockers a little bit better for us. Play out Calyx. Keep growing Tom. Now that we have Calyx, we can put counters on Calyx as well. Make a monk. Start putting our counters on Calyx too. We want Calyx to be able to swing through our opponent. We've got it, alright. Alright, well this looks like a pretty good starting hand. I like Command Tower. Now playing into our opponent, this should be fine. As our opponent goes wide, making our way towards the Elder Dragon War to clear the board is going to be great for us. We're going to start by trying to save some life. 2 tap lands. Next turn, we can play the Elder. Yep, lots of hasty humans. Alright, well, there's our first red land. Let's go ahead and do that. Next turn we can play out the Elder Dragon War, but I don't think we're gonna want to. Maybe we will, actually. No blocks. Opponent with 3 cards in hand. I think it's gonna make the most sense to clear as much of the board as we can. Do I want to attack here? I don't think so. I will play out the presence. Alright. Flicker of Fate is going to be really good for us. I think I'm going to discard like this. Play this out. Kami War. Draw a card. Then we can flicker the Kami War. clear the board. Sitting at 2 life, we are very susceptible to a hasty creature. But we're in a good spot. Alright. Slow and steady, we're making it there. Okay, let's play out Tom. And then let's go for our long list here. Start getting some more lore counters. Pick Druid. Tap land. Let's play out Mind Stone. End the turn. We now have blockers. Okay. Let's go Dryad. I like Dryad. Flip the Kami War. Last lore counter. And we've got it! Alright! Alright, playing into Elish Norn. I'm gonna take a mulligan, see if we can find a better hand. I like having swords. I like Mind Stone. Kami War is also really good. Let's keep this hand. Have this enter tap. Right. Next up, it's going to be Pathway on black. Into Arcane Signet. Arcane Signet better than Mind Stone, since it's going to let us hold up swords. Alright, Swiftfoot Boots as well. Opponent has lots of protection. Kind of glad that they're wasting their early game on protection spells. Onto my turn. Cascade. We're going to start with the Mind Stone. And play out our Staff of Completion. End the turn. Can use this for mana. Use this for proliferation and card draw as well. Yep, looks good. Play this on red. We're gonna play out Tom. If our opponent has the removal for him, they have the removal for him, and that's fine. End the turn. We're going to be able to start exiling non-land permanents with the Kami War. Alright. Let's play this on green. I think we are going to play out the Kami War here. Get rid of Swiftfoot Boots. I think that'll be pretty good. Then next turn, we can actually pay 2 life to proliferate on our opponent's turn. I'm not gonna swing in, actually. I don't want to swing into a Ganjo or something like that. It's much more important to keep Tom on the battlefield. Looks good. Yep. Okay. Let's go ahead and pay 3 life to proliferate. Alright, throw that back in our opponent's hand. Now this way we're going to flip the Kami War on our turn, and we're going to get another Saga off of Tom. I think this is really good for us. Okay, on to my turn. Sanctum Weaver is also really good. Yep, let's see. Oh, and that's one of the best sagas for us to hit. Such good value. Play out Reign of Truth. Target Tom. Now I'm okay swinging. If our opponent has removal, it's removal that could hit him regardless. better to force the block here. Alright. We can pay 3 life again to proliferate and tap down everything our opponent plays next turn. I feel like that's going to be pretty strong. I'd love to see our opponent play out their commander. Yep. Looks good. Alright, let's proliferate. Just Kiora. My turn. Yep, we've got it. Alright everybody, I hope you enjoyed. As we saw, Tom Bombadil is the saga card. Able to cascade into more sagas once we complete one each turn. It's absolutely amazing value, and we can build up boards and get so many effects stacked out there that our opponents aren't going to be able to deal with it. Now, if you have enjoyed my video, make sure you give it a like, and if you have any ideas for other decks you'd like to see me play, why don't you make sure you leave that as a comment down below. I will see you all next time.